Hello survivors! A new week brings a new episode of The Garage. Today you'll learn even more raid scenarios, more about your partners, those heroes who are always in the shadows, where AC-43 Rapier gets its name from, and how MG-13 Equalizer came to be, and much more. Okay, no time to explain. Let's go. 3 more PvE scenarios will appear in the game with the upcoming updates. Don't forget though, all the described developments may be changed before appearing in the game, or not even get there in the first place. Some survivors try to keep out of constant wars and cooperate with no one. They've acquired the fame of the waste discoverers, keepers of old mysteries and anomalies experts. Abandoned towers become a temporary base for several of such groups. They say someone made them work, and now gathers important data about anomalies and uses the facility for exchanging messages. Many strive to at least lift the veil and learn the secrets guarded by nomads. Finally, there's a real opportunity to do it, gaining a temporary control over towers. This is also well paid. The client is sure about the success of the mission. The risk will be fully paid off, but it's not that simple. To get to the place, you'd have to burst through the guard, but difficulties are waiting after that as well. You'd have to capture each of the towers using special facility. Don't think that the enemy will simply be waiting for you to finish your business. While the info is being read, you have to fight off the foe coming on alarm. One of the most important stages of the mission is a careful retreat. Upon getting the info, you'd have to get away from the danger zone as fast as possible until the major enemy forces arrive. Don't just delay with the retreat plan, otherwise all the preparations will be in vain and the mission will turn out to be fatal. A group of waste inhabitants have managed to launch one of the drilling stations left from the old world. This may seriously change the alignment of forces in the region, which doesn't suit the leaders of the competing factions at all. Frontal attack will lead to heavy casualties and redrawing of the range of influence, but you can't just leave it at that, allowing your competitors to develop easily. This is why there's a daring plan to perform a sudden attack, destroy the extractive hub, and steal the fuel from the warehouses. The team of volunteers is in for a hard task. First, getting to the oil recovery region and dealing with the guard. Then, ensuring the flawless operation of the tower to pump the last oil party. You'll need additional energy. This is why it's better to search for working energy capsules in the trash piles around, as scavengers do themselves. After performing these tasks, you'll need to get the fuel out of the zone. No time to relax. The leader of the gang is ready to give his life for this work. That's why you need to be ready for furious resistance. Owners of important cargo thought they've hidden it good behind firm gates and crowds of guards. But you always have to be ready in the waste, since the more precious the cargo, the more people want it. The client has expressed his goals as clear as possible. Get into the guarded perimeter. Destroy everyone in the way. Get everything out. Get the cargo into a safe place. They say that the local guards are genuine psychos. Even the most experienced survivor envies their driving skills. Some say they can even fly, attacking from the sky. No one can guarantee that, hence you'll have to check it yourself. The client has warned you that better not face the leader. His methods are hideous. Updated raids will appear in the game in the end of March, the beginning of April. Now, when you know all the scenarios, join the conversation in the comments. In this section, we tell you about useful, but not the most popular mechanics capable of easing your fights in the wastes. The system of partners is one of them. All of them are in factions and are available after achieving a certain reputation level. By default, there's a mechanics rep in the raid. Each partner has unique skills affecting the combat. While fighting, They get higher levels, rewarding the player with new bonuses. You can change the partners by pressing this button in the garage. Currently, there are 7 players in the game. The rep of a corresponding faction be given a solid bonus if your craft completely or partially functions according to its ideology. For example, one of Jade of Dawn Children's skills increases plasma cannons and emitters firepower, while Firestarter's Misty increases the durability of the drone from the werewolf cabin by 25%. If you choose the partner properly, the use will be tangible. Jack mechanics, a friendly guy but can stand for himself. Bulldog, lunatics, a dangerous psychopath who can't be trusted with explosives. Perseus, nomads, prefers middle-range combats using machine guns and drones. Woodgrouse, scavengers, has spent lots of years in a tank. This is why can't either hear anything or think straight, but handles cannons perfectly. Hans, Steppenwolves, an experienced pointer and navigator. Jade, Dawn Children, has personally assisted in developing energy weaponry. Misty, Firestarters, once was with the lunatics but has truly fulfilled herself handling fire. Don't forget that the daily renewed energy boost helps you effectively gain faction reputation, thus faster unblocking partners. Hover the pointer to the Fight button to learn more about your daily energy boost. We continue our section on the background of various combat parts. This time, after a small cabin pause, we get back to weaponry. There's not much left. Automatic guns. The easiest option is a light AC-43 Rapier. At the basis of it, judging by the construction, is a German FLAK-30 wagon, used before the Crossout. It's sold for a pittance, with a decreased fire rapidity while crafting, hence the name. The gun is sharp, but weak. It's not in high demand, however, in the right hands, its power is quite sufficient. A long time ago, nomads found warships in dried ports, which Steppenwolves didn't manage to get to yet. Preserved M242 Bushmaster with a special turret, stand and remote control was taken to rework. Mechanics have made some cuts, and here you could go with AC-72 Whirlwind. It gives 200 shots per minute, but the caliber is a bit more serious, 25mm. No one knows why the gun is called this, but it probably has something to do with its naval past. Don't forget about miniguns. MG-13 Equalizer has often appeared in intact action movies where it was used on Jeeps, so survivors decided not to think up anything new and did the same. This is really an old M134 minigun. It's not easy to get it in real life, and not on a film strip, so each copy is as valuable as gold. Reaper is a true beast, and the major nomads crush power. It took considerable work to get old GSH-623 from written-off jets and set them properly on their rides, but it was worth the work. The minigun is suitable for destroying any target. The last specimen for today is Caucasus. It's one of the latest works before the Crossout, then called 6C2101. It was initially a common turret, which was later adapted for independent shoot. This is exactly how Steppenwolves use it, and for a certain price, any other survivor. No need for any particular skills. Set an aim and enjoy the show. Well, that's it for today, survivors. Fight and train, design and trade. See you in a week right here in the garage. Tell your friends about the show if you like it, and leave your comments. We're always ready to hear you out. So long.